Hey all, welcome to this week's featured collection here at the CIOPCC. Now, for the Halloween season, we're going to do some more Halloween themed stuff. And while I've already done a top 10 Frankenstein action figures, and I've also done a Universal Monsters favorite collection, what I haven't done is a Frankenstein favorite collection, which covers all the various collectibles in that universe. And I'm going to start out here with one you might have forgotten about. This is, of course, Frankenweenie with the good doctor, various other animals, including his Igor, his little hunchback Igor. And, of course, both the regular version of his Pooch and the Frankenstein version. So, while that might seem like an unusual one, it certainly is fit into that theme, as well as Scooby-Doo's version of Frankenstein back there. You knew he had to have one, right? He's got just about every kind of creature in there one way or the other. And, of course, he has his own Frankenstein as well. Now we're going to swing back around this way. And we're going to talk about another Frankenstein from McFarlane this time. This was the line they did where they did some of their own creations in more of a 7-inch line. And you can see the far left one there is their version of Frankenstein. An odd one, I know, but still. Here we have a nice group. There's Dr. Frankenstein in the back. There's the monster on the table. Of course, Igor. And some lab equipment to go with them. Had to make that, you know, look like your usual mad scientist lab. Down around this side, you're going to see a lot of NECA Frankensteins. Here we have the one that's the glow-in-the-dark version. I've picked up all the glow-in-the-dark so far, but I had to mention the Frankenstein as part of the set. I will mention a few more of those in a moment because they have done such a nice job with that entire line. Now let's walk over this way and look at another one that's similar to Frankenweenie. You might not think of it at first, but remember Dr. Frankenstein made Sally as well. And you can see there's a couple versions of Frankenstein and a couple versions of Sally. And then when we come down around this side, we also get a couple versions of Sally. Here's my favorite Finkelstein. So those count, as far as I'm concerned, into that whole Frankenstein world as well. Now, what you might be thinking of is a little more traditional. Let's come down around this side, and you'll see the Mezco 112 Collective monster. There he is in color. Here he is in black and white. And they're both standing in front of that really cool display base put together by Mezco. High on my list. So that's more traditional, but that is one of my very favorite. If you look at my top 10, oh, and I forget exactly how high that one ended up, but it ended up awfully high on the Frankenstein list. Frankenstein monsters. Speaking of which, here is Herman Munster. This is the Tweederhead statue. It's the only one of the monsters I got. I got this one because they wanted me to review it, but I liked it so much that I've kept it all these years in the collection, even though I don't have the rest. Speaking of Herman, over here we have the Diamond Select version of Herman Munster, next to the NECA one from the new Rob Zombie movie, and of course the older version, Fred Gwynn, in the race car outfit. More Frankenstein monsters down here. Here's the creature laid on a table. This is the NECA version. I had to buy another one of their Frankenstein monsters so I could use the head that came with this table. Had to buy another one of their monsters so I could use it with the Monsterizer, which is a really cool device. See, when you go and you turn it on, first everything lights up on the panel, then the overhead, then the sides, and then finally, you get that flashing. Too bad it doesn't have like a zapping noise. They also did this excellent Frankenstein monster from the Bride of Frankenstein, and there she is next to him. Now there's some other oddballs here. That larger one isn't the only one McFarlane did. There's also this playset with both the creature and the doctor in front. This is his interpretations. They did one even earlier than that, which has another monster. There he is back. As well as a bit more of a hunchback doctor there. Another interpretation was Marvel. They did them in the comic books, and Toy Biz did the figures. You'll notice they have the set of monsters here, but it's really the Frankenstein monster that we're interested in, of course. Let's go up on top and look at the Mezco, the tall one. This guy is probably 18 inches and is in their style. He's a really cool figure. And if we swing around this way, we have, I think that's Toy Island. He's about 12 inches tall, maybe 14. Down here in the middle, I've kept some carded ones from Sideshow. The whole set there, that's wave one of the silver screen editions. They're all in black and white. And of course, the Frankenstein monster is in the middle there, as well as one here on the yellow card, so that I could show you how Sideshow kept their early figures. Coming down this way, we have some more Mezco. This is an 8-inch line that they did, again, in their style. I'm particularly fond of that Son of Frankenstein. But the other two are nice as well. Diamond Select did their various Universal monsters. Here's Frankenstein monster with another lab table, a more basic lab table. And in back, there's some more lab equipment that came with their Son of Frankenstein release. And as we come down this way, we get into some of the Sideshow stuff. There's their creature, and somebody we just do not have enough of, the Bela Lugosi Igor. Both of the brides here, one is from Diamond Select, one is from Sideshow, and then that is Sideshow's Son of Frankenstein creature, which goes with the Bela Lugosi Igor, which was also Son of Frankenstein. Here, I believe these are also Toy Island, as I recall. These are long before the Jazzware and Jax ones. And in back, another DST release was the Mad Monster Party with a really great Frank. Over next to him, we have another one of those oddballs, Frankenberry. You can't count him out. One of the best of the Frankenstein monsters. We'll drop down a couple of shelves. Talk about Sideshow 12-inch stuff. There's the bride. And there is their very first Frankenstein monster. This is the one you could pick up at Toys R Us for like 20 bucks. They did a really nice job on it. And this is when they were starting to get into licensed stuff. And over the next few years, they gave us pretty much every actor who played the creature in those additional 4 figures. And we've got a nice Son of Frankenstein as well. Fritz was the first Igor. He was in the original movie. And then in back, we have another Herman monster, this time from Majestic Studios. Coming on down this way, we get into some silly stuff. Little big heads. A couple of Frankenstein monsters and the bride. Down below, we have a Frankenstein monster riding a skateboard. And for those of you who are really into those little big heads, we also have the monster as a wrestler. A couple of really nice banks, the bride and the creature from Diamond Select Toys, as well as the bust from Sideshow that they did with the video release. So that covers pretty much all of the Frankenstein related goodies out here, except for the brand new one. That would be from the Four Horsemen. This is their newest release in Figura Obscura. They just came out this last couple of weeks. I think I'm going to do a review of him tomorrow over at the website. So check that out. He comes with a ton of goodies, a couple of different heads, some different looks. I went with this look for now on the show, but you got multiple ways you can display this guy. So definitely, if you get a chance, check out that review. So there we go. That's, I believe, although I'm sure I'm forgetting something, all the Frankenstein, Frankenstein Monster, Bride of Frankenstein, etc. goodies out here. Now, we're going to jump inside for a minute, because there's a couple of additional collectibles down in the basement that I really can't leave off this video. So just hang on a second. Welcome back. That was just a quick break to come on down here. Now, there's a couple things down here. This one's kind of a little weird. I don't know. This is Victor Frankenstein's book, diary here. It's just got really cool anatomical drawings in it that he would have done. It's got his label on the front, his initials. It's sort of a diary type book you could use. And then, of course, we've got lots and lots of the various box sets of the Monsters movies, the Universal Monster movies. This one happens to be my favorite of the box sets, but got a lot of them. That's not the reason we're down here, though. The reason we're down here is twofold. First, this terrific 1-to-1 scale creature bust. Now, this is in the black and white. They only did 100 of these. See if we can get that to show up. Yeah, there we go. 100 of these. This was done by Factory Entertainment many, many years ago, and it was one of those collectibles. You ever buy those collectibles where you think, man, I'm not sure I should have bought that. And then years later, you're so happy you did. Yeah, that would be one of these. Of course, this guy also... That's kind of cool. Now he's got to do it again. Also, last but not least, is the terrific premium format statue of the creature by Sideshow. Now remember, they did several premium format statues. They did these 5, plus on the other side of the room I have both the mummy and the creature. But this was their first one of the premium formats when they were still experimenting. He's got a soft body, somewhat posable. It's kind of a cool idea. Obviously, they changed it up after that, but this is still an excellent statue, sort of, with a soft body. So there you go. Hopefully, you made it all the way through that. That is what I consider my Frankenstein collection of various items. Let me know if you've got any really cool Frankenstein items in your collection. And until Friday, when we do our acquisition report, have a great week.